See why the subway train is going slow at a snail's pace? That's because there are multiple speed restrictions on the Young side of Line 1. It took 12 minutes to get here from Dundas. Without the speed restrictions, it would have been a lot quicker at probably 6 or 7 minutes. But the most slowest part of the journey was between Bloor Young and Rosedale, where normally it would take 50 seconds to 60, but at this rate, look right here. See, 3 minutes and 29 seconds. So it was very, very freaking slow. But this is like one of the reasons why I'm making this video, to explain some slight issues I've encountered yesterday on the TTC, and that's prompted me to take a little bit of a detour. So this was last night in the early evening yesterday, Saturday, February the 10th, 2024. So I'll tell you where I was yesterday. So was it 5 p.m.? Was it 5 or 6? I can't remember, but it was definitely getting dark outside, and I was at Queen. So silly me, I was trying to find, because they were doing some elevator Metrolink construction at Queen Station for the Ontario line, and it says right here, elevator out of service between underpass and Line 1 Finch platform as well. So so there's two ways to get. So here's the thing though, the subway platform is on the same level as the fare gates, so that means if you get on the wrong side, you would have to get out and pay again if you have like cash or tickets, which is a pain in the ass. But everyone has a presser card now, so it's no big deal. So at Queen, right? There it is. So at Queen, I tapped on at the fare gates at the southbound platform because I thought there would be like a stairwell that would go down to an underpass that would take me to the northbound platform, but no, it did not. So I had to exit the fare paid zone and then down through the escalators into the other underpass, and I was back at the northbound platform. However, I didn't realize, oh shit, I can't tap on because I only tapped on like 40 seconds ago. So I waited out for a bit, like a few extra minutes until the northbound subway train arrived, and then as the train arrived, I tried to tap on again, and it said already tapped. So then I spoke to the collector there and told him what happened. He told me to tap again, and it hasn't been even 5 minutes, so he just allowed me to go through the open gates for those that have frickin' tickets or tokens or cash. And that was it. Then, of course, as I just mentioned here, we went so freaking slow from Queen to right here in St. Clair, because again there were multiple speed restrictions. Even the operator on the train I was just on said between Bloor Young and Rosedale, trains were going like freaking 15 kilometers per hour, and yeah, as I just mentioned, it took 3 minutes 29 seconds just to get here from frickin' Dundas. So oh yeah, I didn't realize I could have shown you guys this map here because this is right at the end. But now I'm gonna go upstairs here. So yes, it did take about 13 minutes yesterday to get here from Queen. And that was when we were holding here for probably a good 10 minutes with no explanation given. Not even the freaking operator made an announcement on the train saying that there is a security incident. But what freaking security incident? That's one of the things about the TTC. They're not so goddamn communicated. That's the thing that pisses me off. They do this all the freaking time. So, yes, so last night, so I think it was around 6 p.m., 6:10 at this point, I was lingering around here because we were holding northbound for a good 10 minutes, right? So essentially, the operator of the train, he didn't even make any announcement. It was only the transit control radio saying that trains are holding northbound at St. Clair because of a security incident. But the operator itself didn't even didn't even address us what the hell was going on in the train. So I decided to get off here and probably try to catch the 97. And I was just going back and forth between the bus platform and then the northbound platform. The train had already departed after like 11, 12 minutes. And then I was contemplating if I should just take the 97 to Davisville and catch the 14 home, because I wanted to catch an OG hybrid. It was on the 14. So let me just end my evening off, and because I knew I was going to be late for the Leafs game, which I was. I had missed out on first period, and yeah. So I missed the first opportunity to catch the OG hybrid. So then I saw that Henry from Toronto Tech in Transit, he was live streaming with Zapand and my ever best friend Yahya. So to kill some time, I went back on the northbound train and took it all the way to North York Center, where we encountered 3 more speed restrictions between here and Davisville, and then from York Mills all the way to Shepherd Young. So yes, it did take another while, but I got to North York Center around, was it 6:45? Yeah, 6:45. Or no, sorry, it was 6:30. And so I caught up with them. I hung out with them for about 15 minutes, very short while. And then I saw that, and then I was tracking 1022 on the 28. Again, the 28 and 14, they both interline. And eventually it became back to Davisville. So I went to Davisville to try and catch the bus. And sure enough, I did.
The next day.
Alright, take 2, because I really wasn't pleased with how I did it yesterday, and it went on for like 12 minutes. I'm going to try and make this shorter. So continuing with the story from Saturday night, and after I met my YouTube friends at North York Center, I took the subway to Davisville Station to catch OG Hybrid 1022 because I didn't want to ride a New Flyer back home. Speaking of which, here comes one right now, 7279. And at that point, I was... like, my journey was very weird. I was going up and down the Yonge Street side of Line 1, which involved a lot of slowdowns, waiting, and killing time. So, I haven't filmed much clips for my next OG Hybrid compilation, so I decided to film 1022 pulling into Davisville Station. And this is where the disaster kind of... okay, not really, but it was like the beginning of what was going to happen. So this Chinese guy, he was wearing a mask, looked like he was in his freaking 20s or 30s. He was kind of in my shot, and so I asked him nicely to move out of the way, and he kind of did. But then he stood right behind me, like he was actually very fucking close to me. So I told him, dude, you're standing way too close to me. You gotta move back. And he didn't the first time. So I said, move back, dude. You're up in my fucking personal space. And I don't know if he understood English or not, but he didn't even say a fucking word because, I mean, what do you expect? I really don't want to judge anybody by race or how they speak, but yeah, I felt a little bit agitated at that point because, you know, you get the feeling, you know, someone stands way too fucking close to you, right? Like, it's just very uncomfortable. Like, look. This is how freaking close he was to me. But I got on the bus. I got my usual seats, and I didn't film a video because I've already done many of these in the past, and I did enjoy my ride on 1022. Nice comfortable ride. Driver was flooring it, and then 13 minutes later, around 7:15. We arrived here at Glencairn Station, and at this point, I am a 5-minute walk from my place. And this is where all hell breaks loose. So this fucking guy decides to come out of his ass and pretty much wanted to kind of start shit with me. So what happened? I got off the bus, and he also got off the bus. And the thing started as 1022 was leaving, right? So let's say this is 1022 right here, but as you can see, 7296 is laying over. But no, he just pulled away. Normally they do driver changes, but that time there wasn't a driver change. And so that is when I felt very unsafe and ran. And here's how that shit went down. So this fucking goofball literally literally, I couldn't remember the dialogue, but he did speak a little English that time. And I was like, dude, you were standing way too fucking close to me. Don't do that again. And then guess what? He walks up towards me and I say, back up, back the fuck up. And that's when I just started to cross the street and then run down the stairs into the collector booth inside the station because I felt very fucking threatened and unsafe. And I told him, I'm gonna call the police on your bitch ass. Well, I didn't actually say that, but I wanted to because he threatened me, and also he looked as if he was going to lunge or even fucking hit me. So that was almost an assault, and I thought he was chasing me down, which he kind of did, but I went to the booth, nobody was there, and thank my lucky stars, he didn't come down after me because I would have gotten fucking hurt. So, yeah, that was a little bit scary. And unfortunately though, this is one of the least used stations in the city. You think there would be a fucking collector or a supervisor, and I had to wait 15-20 minutes for one. And it was at night, no surprising, like 7:15. And 20 minutes passed. Finally there was a collector. I told him what happened. And he asked he asked that I call the police, what my name was, what did the suspect look like, and he said he would make a note out of it. So and then that was that. Now, being the freaking autistic guy I am, I was very, very close to raging. I'm not I fucking kid you not. I wanted to scream. I wanted to yell. Like, oh my god, the rage was freaking burning inside me. So I did everything I could to hold it in because it was scary, and it was pretty much a near assault at that time. And if you guys are wondering, did I call the police? No, I didn't need to call him because he didn't even touch me. But at the same time, I was very unsafe, and he kind of chased me, fucking idiot, moron. And you know the reason why a lot of these leasing stations don't even have collectors on duty at certain times or have supervisors is probably because of that fucking retard of a CEO, Mr. Rick Leary, over at 1900 Yonge Street, doesn't know how to do his goddamn job properly and refuses to hire new supervisors, station collectors. He said, "Oh, well, TTC is committed to increasing safety." But what the fuck is this guy even doing to make us safe? God, I cannot wait till this prick steps down from his position. I hate this guy so much. But yeah, so not only that I am venting because I have the right to do so, and you know me, I'm a freaking expert at negativity. You know me very well, but also sharing my story, right? You know, last year there's been a lot of incidents, and I have avoided them. You know, even as I'm filming, you know, I've kept my head up a swivel. And you know, normally when I have these incidents, when I'm filming, but it was this case I didn't. So anyway, the incident kind of haunted me for like the rest of the night until yesterday, Super Bowl Sunday. I went back out. I took the same routes without any incidents. So yeah, that's my rant. That's my story. And seriously, why do you have to get so freaking upset? Why'd you have to come down and chase me? And put me in a fucking uncomfortable situation just because I asked you to move out of my shot and then for you to move back because you were clearly standing so fucking close to me, right? And then at Glencairn station, he kind of almost did the same thing. He was walking towards me, right? So yeah, what a fucking brain dead piece of shit that pretty much doesn't know what the hell he was doing. Again, he probably didn't understand English, but he did actually mumble a few words in English that time. But still, mind your own fucking business. Don't put your goddamn hands on me. And I told you to do something very simple. At least fucking do it. So, yeah, anyway, guys, that's it. So, 2 interesting stories in one video. And it was all within an hour apart from freaking slowdowns to killing time, waiting, meeting with friends, and then being threatened and almost assaulted. So I'm glad I haven't gotten hit in a while. If I did, then I would definitely call the police. But hey, I did the right thing. I ran inside the freaking station, but it still took me a very long time until I actually got help. So yeah, TTC, maybe do us a favor and like add more freaking supervisors and collectors, like have them on duty. Make sure they're properly trained for this shit and stuff. Anyway, guys, so I'm gonna head to the subway now, and I'll probably do the usual stuff before I head to Tealsdale. And let's end the shot off with the CN Tower. So guys, thank you very much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. As always, stay tuned for more videos and check out my others as well. And if you didn't like my if you didn't like my choice of words or my swearing, go watch something else. Don't waste my fucking time. You're not even forced to watch my stuff, and you don't have to. So why the hell are you even watching this for, or leaving a goddamn comment? Alright guys, that's it. That's all. Peace out. Bye bye.